Alright then, hello guys. Today we're doing another Flare On challenge, and the challenge we're gonna be doing today is gonna be called Flare On number 12. So the one that we're gonna be doing is gonna be called Unholy Dragon, as you can see right here. Flare On challenge 12. We're gonna be doing challenge number 4, Unholy Dragon. This is right here, Unholy Dragon. So how do we do this challenge? So I already luckily I already have the file already downloaded. So if I go my downloads, Flare On challenge number 12. Project Camera test, and oh, I guess I forgot to download it, so I haven't extracted it, but we could do that quickly right now. Flare On challenge number 12, click on it, go right here, go to project number 4, enter the password, flare. From right here we see the executable, so we want to extract it and then put it on my downloads folder on Flare On challenge number 12, and then put OK. So while that's doing that, we could just close this, downloads, Flare On challenge number 12, and we go on Holy Dragon. So first things first, if we try running this file, we see that we get some kind of like weird error, says we can't run this on your PC. So I thought about it, what's going on with this? So the next thing I tried doing was opening up with the debugger to see what's going on. So I run it with a debugger and it follows up with invalid PE file. So what does that mean? So a quick Google search on that will be invalid PE file, and it says right here, invalid PE file indicates that that a program or tool cannot recognize the file as a valid portable executable. File corruption, incorrect file type, obfuscation or packing, or invalid header. So these are some of the reasons why it won't run. So what I did next was go on like an online hex editor and look up what is this doing, hex online editor, and then dropped in our file. So open file, look up our exe, Flare On challenge number 12 on Holy Dragon 150, and we see all this, I guess, messed up headers. So what do I do here? So within here, I just simply press M. And the reason why I pressed M is because, or let's go, okay, yeah. Okay, so I guess since I already saw this challenge, but if I copy all of this and then just put it on like ChatGPT or like, let's see, copy it, and then we wanna, let's see, style, hex view, I guess that's good enough. And then put it on like ChatGPT to have it figure out, is this file corrupted or not? So go right there. Is this file corrupted? It does not appear to be corrupted, but the first thing that indicates is that your dump begins with 15.5a. It's a slightly shifted format of what the MZ signature is supposed to be for an exe. So what I did was just simply change the first value right here to an M. And then we want to do a save as, and then drop it down in our, I guess, Flare On challenge, and then you can drop it down right here and overwrite this. Save it, yes. Save it. So right now it's saving. So if you guys try doing this on a Windows machine, I guess the only problem you might run is that the Windows antivirus might stop you, so you might need to disable your antivirus before doing this, because that's a issue I ran with beforehand when doing this challenge. So just giving you guys a heads up on that. So now if we go on our downloads folder, we see now that the project got rewritten and now it looks like a actual executable. So let's try clicking on it. Maybe that's all that this challenge was. So we click on it, we run it, and then we see 4 new files open up, but nothing else. But one thing that we did notice is that it incremented 4 values. It went from 150, 151, 152, 153, 154. So let's just grab this and then put it in our test folder. So we saw that it went from 150 all the way to 154. So I'm assuming there's some kind of logic that's going on in the background where 150 is incremented 4 times. So let's test this theory out. So what we could do next is basically, let's try renaming this to something that's maybe not part of the naming format. Let's say we just name it a.exe or something like that. Would it still do the logic, or would the logic break, or what would happen? Because that's what we're doing. We're trying to test out the logic of how many times it's incrementing all the way up to like if it's incrementing all the way up to 154, is it going off by the name or is it already hard coded in? So let's test this out. So if we run this now, run it, and we see that it starts all the way again from 1 and it keeps on making executables. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 all the way, and we start noticing that it's probably gonna end up stopping at some point, but we have to look and see what's going on. So it stops at something. It stops at 150. So if we look back, and then we see a bunch of files open in our case, but no type of flag, no type of response yet. So it stopped at 150. So we check 150, we see that it's back again to that weird executable that we had at the beginning. So what I decided to do next was basically just open up this file and see what happened. So we just open up the file and we go back to our test folder where we dropped 150 and renamed it as an A. We scroll all the way down to 150 right here and we open it and we see that the file got corrupted again. So what will happen if we just change it back? That's what I thought. So if I go here and press M again, so we could get originally the executable to run and save as, and go within our test and then just save it. Yes, save it. Right now it's currently saving that file, and if you go all the way down, we see that 150 is an executable again. So let's try running it again. 150, run it. And it opened up 4 different files again. So let's try out each and every one of them. So nothing, and boom, we get the flag, Dragon denial of service flareon.com. So I guess that was like the easier way of solving it. If you manage to, I guess, play around with the executable bit and get it. There was another option that I was reading online that you could probably reverse engineer and come to the conclusion that you could get the flag just by renaming the files over and over again. There was some logic behind it in the executable that there was like a bit shifting, but if you mess around with the exe logic, you could probably just accidentally get into the flag. So that's the way I did it, or that's the way that I guess this challenge was set up in a way. So yeah, that's about it for this challenge. Hope you guys learned something new today. I know I did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.